Hello, good morning everyone. Good to be here. Thank you very much for organizing and inviting me to join this discussion. It's very strange to after the dynamic talk and the Shankar. My slides will be pretty boring. You know, I'm a researcher, and researchers design charts and graphs and whatnot. And I thought, okay, so boring to speak, I'll make it short in 30 minutes. Which in hindsight might be a bit adventurous, optimistic, but I'll try my best. Southeast Asia in 30 minutes, and I think I'll try to keep it if I can. I'd like to leave some time for you to ask any questions about our research work. But before that, let me just share with you who we are. JRL, we are a long name of Chua we named to JRL. We are MNC, the Office Services, Integrated Services, and Real Estate Management and Advisory worldwide. And we have offices all around the world, divided into three segments and markets: EMEA and Asia Pacific. Of course, Singapore, Malaysia, and Southeast Asia belongs to the Asia Pac group. We have access to global capital because of our platform, capital markets, which is our key activities. We help clients buy buyers or like to sell their assets globally. And which makes us one of the key leaders in terms of transactions in 2013. So now say about ourselves, we are one of the most ethical companies globally, 7 years running as the most ethical real estate companies in the world, for 7 years running in 2014. And some of you may be aware, we came into Malaysia recently. We got into White Properties last year. White Properties is not new, she's been around for over 30 years. And enough said, you know about her. And feel free to contact us if you have any questions about the presentation subsequently. So, 30 minutes, Southeast Asia. What exciting. Well, first and foremost, we'll look at a quick brief on what Southeast Asia, what are in there, and then you can go off to sleep, because all you need to know is commercial rent is rising across Southeast Asia. It's really driven by domestic demand. And because of that, my outlook is pretty positive, at least in the very short term. I know there are some pains in between the short and medium term, the supply situation in some markets like Manila, Singapore, and some parts of Malaysia as well. But overall, I'm quite positive in the short term. And if you look beyond that time of supply situation, you find that in long term, because of the formation of the AEC, I'm not sure if you're not familiar yet, I'm glad you are, we'll do a little poll towards the end. That's a belief that regionalization will help Southeast Asia in the mid to long term. So you look at it now, and I come back and wake up again, you know the summary. So what is Southeast Asia, you may ask? Now we are part of Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia, if I might say, it's like a bundle of sticks. It's very rojak in there. If you look at it, in terms of population, dependency ratio after what they are, I explain to you shortly. Median age, a lot of different range. The largest economy of course is Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, and the Philippines are very large economies, and very tiny little ones like Singapore, right? And in between Malaysia and Myanmar, in between. By and large, it's a very large, diverse economy with very different demographics. The dependency ratio, think of it as the drag on the economy. So for every 100 person in Indonesia, they have about 47 people behind it. So it's like carrying a load of weight of 47 kilos. For every 100 kilos we have, you carry 47. So in addition to your own weight, you carry some other people. Around the region, you find that in ASEAN as a whole, so for every 100 person that's working up there, there are 50 people holding you back. So this is what we mean by dependency ratio, right? So it's the number of dependents per working adult. Now, that's not necessarily bad, because if you have young children, your wake up pretty light, right? So if you have a young person versus an old person, of course you have 50 young people, it's okay. You carry 50 young kids compared to 50 older gentlemen, which is drag is severe. So if you look at the median age there, you see a better picture. You find that again across Southeast Asia, the median age as a whole is about 28 compared to the US. So quite a young region as a whole. Certain economies, like of say Singapore, 38, Philippines, 22. So it's actually not too bad, right? You carry about 22 young people on your back, So the economy in the years to come will run up, meaning because these young people will go into the workforce, they will demand consumption, and they will drive the economy. Malaysia, 26 value rate compared to the average for ASEAN. So these are the factors driving Southeast Asia. I'm not going into details, let's go to the next part. Southeast Asia is quite sizable, and you see, over time, Indonesia, of course, being the largest economy, pretty big, contributes significantly, over 37%. But that number has been dropping from 38 to 37 over the last forecasted to drop by 2015 to 37. Likewise, for Thailand, from 17 to 15%. But that's really because of the rebalancing. You find that economies such as Ireland, the Philippines, and Vietnam are growing on the back of these young populations, with Singapore maintaining its position just for 20%. So, in a nutshell, what are the key trends in Southeast Asia? I want to say that positively, they're a very young population, median age of 28. But equally, the challenge is there are aging populations. Parts and parcels of Southeast Asia, there are aging populations. Thailand and Singapore, for example. There is a rising middle income that's coming up, Philippines, for example. But the very same middle income effect that is this thing called the middle income trap. And unfortunately, Malaysia and Thailand is at risk because of cost of labor, cost of production. But fortunately, because of the rising cost, the rising cost in China is looking out for greener pastures. Well, the younger, the developing parts of Asia, that is Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, well, they continue to rise in type of population and investment for investment. Malaysia, Thailand, actually, they still tend to benefit because of the position brought in. There is always that trickle-down effect. So from China, they're looking out for places to invest in, both for not just for manufacturing, but for other services. The low wage labor situation is very positive for economic growth. But at the same time, there is political uncertainty in both Thailand and Myanmar that's affecting the region. There is sustained economic growth post-global financial crisis, but yet at the same time, the weak governance and institutional capacity really, that is the institutions, the political institutions around the region, especially among the developing economies, are trending them back. So that's where the benefits are to regions like ourselves. So the key thing is the lowering of cost of business across the region. So through the bilateral investment treaties that we all know about is coming up. And ASEAN region area will benefit Asia immensely over the years to come. So on that background, the commercial rents, we're talking about office rents and commercial rents in terms of retail, has been rising. So this chart here, this chart here shows you in-house number looking at the key CBD office rentals across Southeast Asia, normalized in 2005. And this is an index, so it allows you to see the change and better compared across the region. So naturally, you find that over the last 5 years, in 2010 to 2014, right? So don't worry so much about what's happening over here, but for ease of comparison, 2010 to 2014, you find that sharpest gain happened in Jakarta. As you all know, the improvement in terms of its government ratings, its bonds, investment rates, both Manila and Jakarta happened last year. And that has definitely elevated the position around Asia. It's seen one of the strongest growth in Southeast Asia, at 32%, or Manila saw about 6%, but average over the last 5 years. Of course, you must understand this is just an arithmetic calculation. The quarter-on-quarter change can be quite different for these different cities. But as an average, for regional comparison, on an annual basis, 32% per annum over the last 5 years. So the top 3 gainers, Jakarta, Manila, and Singapore. On the capital side, equally, you find that Jakarta, Manila, and Bangkok saw some tremendous gains over that same period. But when we look at prime retail, The scene is a little different. Here, Bangkok, Manila, Kuala Lumpur, we have the top 3 players in 2010, 2014 at an average growth between 11 to about 0.5%. With users, Singapore and Jakarta as the key users in this market, and that's on the back of, as we're telling you, the rising middle income group, consumption-driven domestic model. And you look at retail, capital values, again, shown up here with Bangkok leading the group in Southeast Asia. So Bangkok brings unique position as a tourist hub, increasingly as a tourist hub, has benefited substantially from this growth. Interestingly, Jakarta didn't make up a lot because of certain internal policies, restrictions in retail that's impacted them with overall performance. Now looking at just on a quarterly basis on local currency terms here, this is from the index, so you understand it's on a US dollar basis, so you can compare rate of change. But these are based on local currency, so individual local currencies, but rate of change. So in the office market, again, notice that there is strong gains just on a quarterly, quarter basis in the fourth quarter of 2014. In terms of rental gains, the strongest gain was on Jakarta. But capital gains, Malaysia picked up substantially, and that's not because of, it's because of the way it's calculated. The new completions, new buildings being completed and added into the basket that led to the valuation phase, capital values rising about almost over 4.5% of local currency terms for Kuala Lumpur. Whereas for markets like Singapore, hardly any growth in capital values while rents continue to rise. And we look at the retail front, same pattern happened. In these cases, we notice that capital values surpass most rather than in the case of I've been talking to myself for the last half an hour. So earlier on, I was saying that if you look at office, capital values can be outpacing rents in most markets, which really resulted in very high yield regionally. In the case of retail, rents have been growing or maintaining in most markets, allowing yield to expand in most cases. Most of the commercial rents across Southeast Asia, particularly Jakarta, grew substantially over the last quarter, and over the last 5 years, Jakarta was the key gainer in terms of office rent. Singapore office rent slopes to just 1%, and that's the fact of substantial supply that's coming in. And cap values have definitely exceeded rental growth, resulting in new compression across most Southeast Asian markets. On the retail front, Bangkok really showed about 2.6% gain, whereas in Singapore and likewise elsewhere, the rent factor is stable. What's that driven by? Well, looking at the rate of the change in terms of global flow, we find that most of the rise in cap values across Southeast Asia is really driven by global flow. And here we look at global flow across 3 regions, that rises, EMEA, the Middle East, and Asia Pacific. This is looking at the change on a quarterly basis, quarter. Again, this is fourth quarter versus fourth quarter of 2017, so it's a year-on-year change, and this is the full-year rate of change. So from a very short-term perspective, on the quarter, we find that Asia Pac picked up potential 35% increase in global funds of transactions happening. EMEA also picked up the most, 45%. On the year-on-year comparison again, Asia Pacific saw a 70% gain when compared the quarter of the year ago. But when compared to 2-year numbers, of course, the pickup is really in Americas and EMEA. That's along the global story you will hear about the recovery demand in America has seen funds going back to the US and the Middle East. Asia Pacific in the whole growth was a little bit slower, just about 3%. But what we need to know is, on the back of all this global flow that you're seeing moving around regionally, the performance within each region, what's the effect of this interregional funds flow from a year-on-year comparison? This chart here shows you the beneficiary. When it's negative, means there are lots of sell-off. These are inter-regional flows, meaning companies are not from a region, meaning if you're in the US, the companies are from Middle East or from Asia who are buying into your market. So if you're in Asia Pac, these are companies are buying into your market will be the Middle East and American companies or global funds. Net effect is when it's negative here, most of these inter-regional companies are selling out, selling back to the local economy. So for the years 2013 and 2012, there was a net sell-off by inter-regional funds, which means the local companies during the 2 years picked up most of the transactions. They were very competitive. The demand for assets in Asia Pac was very strong in 2012, 2013, to the point where the inter-regional, the global funds and inter-regional flows were selling back to local domestic companies. And the same trend can be seen in 2013 compared to 2014. The recovery, there is now interest back into Asia Pac. Of course, we still have Middle East and Americas became a substantial bit of foreign funds. So now, when it's in a positive territory here, means that these interregional flows are now more positive, meaning the local companies are selling back out, selling their assets back to these foreign funds. This shows the strength of the global flows that's happening. It's driving some of the dynamics that's in the local market. So on that note, what's really causing all this interest, again, goes back down to domestic demand. When you look at the key drivers in the last year, commodities, oil and gas, the key drivers in markets like yourself, QL, in Manila, the IT firms and accounting, as a result, also picked up activity on the back of this rising demand, support services, as well as legal. So in the case of Singapore as well, we saw substantial social services, social media that expanded on the back of this stronger domestic demand, and that supported overall commercial rent growth. The other part I mentioned to you earlier, that we went through, if you recall in this chart, the median age versus the dependency ratio. So just a few minutes here. The median age is the gray bar, and the gray line, that's the average for Southeast Asia. And the pink bar is the dependency ratio on the track of the economy. This is the average for Southeast Asia. So for those markets, where it's below the red bar, the red line, Singapore, right up to about Indonesia, the dependency ratio is low, but the median age is much higher than the average for Southeast Asia. So they are aging. So while their drag is low, but they're carrying a very heavy load of older folks. So over the next few years, these are growing populations. Right now, consumption is high, no doubt. These are low-hanging fruits. These are old money. What you look at is this left side. So let's say India, Malaysia, Indonesia, very young population. The dependency ratio is not as high, but the age is quite young, which suggests that over time, these young people will enter the workforce, consumption will rise, demand for housing will increase, demand for retail, as well as demand for jobs. So these are what we call in the future potential markets that we're looking at. Put it another way, income growth as well. We look at some of the key markets. Contact spending, particularly looking at the Philippines. From 2005, 2008, right up 2014, suggesting that consumption retail, consumption housing will rise over time. Dependency ratio has also been falling. Or expected to decline over the next few years. These are 2014. Again, these are very positive macroeconomic conditions that will drive domestic consumption. So the dependent ratio that is declining for Southeast Asia, this consumption-based model Chinese will transition into what used to be a manufacturing-based economy, be driven by consumption, and that bodes well. And there's the expansion in business services as a result of the domestic consumption, expansion in business services and legal oil and gas to support demand in business in Indonesia and the Philippines. And outsourcing activities will continue to drive the demand in the Philippines. So that leads to my conclusion. In the very short term, I'm very positive for this region. Economically speaking, it's not fantastic growth, but we're not expecting any major recession or downturn. Over the next few years, Southeast Asia, led by development Asia, is likely to continue to maintain above other regions compared to the US and the UK. Again, looking at the individual cities and countries, notice that, for example, Indonesia, Vietnam, and the key markets will outshine the rest of the region because of the low base and the low position. If you look at the supply situation across these regions in the very short term, Manila and Singapore will likely drive the increased office space over the next few years. So if you look at 2015, 2016, the large drive of office stock here. So this chart here shows you the new supply that's coming to the market. In red is red is Jakarta, and KL in gray, the center. And then there's Manila in blue, Singapore in green, and Bangkok in brown. The major markets that will contribute to supply over the next 2 years, 2017, is really Manila and Singapore, potential supply in 2015, by established in Manila this year. So these markets are likely to see some downside risk. Okay, so Malaysia, yes, you can expect some fair bit of supply, but not as much as the rest of the region. In terms of the demand will largely come against support level comes from mostly Manila because of the O&O outsourcing and offshore activities. In the case of Singapore, you notice that the demand is fairly slow compared to the supply, which leads to more downside risk for the rental market in there. And looking at individual markets again, we find that O&O activities are likely to drive the demand in Manila, support the large supply in there, whereas in the case of Singapore and elsewhere, the demand is fairly muted, fairly nominal, which results to my overall outlook of forecast. And here, let me just clarify, this number here is not annual return, this is its average over 2 end periods. So looking at the end of 2014 versus the end of 2019, what is the gain divided by 5-year period? So in some years, in the case of Singapore, we're not seeing 3% gains. Yes, we are seeing from year to year comparison the end point, but there are corrections along the way. And likewise, in the case of KL, the growth is pretty decent, averaging about 4%, just around the inflation levels. And we likewise believe that the returns in terms of cap return assessments, the strongest gain will be in Bangkok, and Manila, and Jakarta. The downside risk in Singapore. On the regional front, a lot of substantial supply is really in the Bangkok market in brown. So that in the next 2 years, equally, the demand will be quite strong given the position they're in there. The demand for retail space has been picking up in Bangkok, even after the military coup. In fact, the military coup provided the ability and support for retail consumption and revitalizing that market. So likewise, on a country basis comparison, tourism and domestic consumption is likely to drive retail demand in Bangkok over the next few years to absorb some of the rent, absorb some of the supply in the market. Towards that end, this is our forecast. The gains, top gainers will be in Jakarta and Bangkok. From a rental perspective, or capital perspective, similar markets, Jakarta and Bangkok, led by strong consumption, regional tourism. supply will affect rent in Singapore because of large completions, largest ever. Given the position as a commercial gateway, you might see some of the demand rise on the back of the AEC. On that note, we mentioned to what is AEC. So here, now it's my turn to generate in case review of previous notes. Murphy's law, you make one function improvement, it's 7. Let me see. AEC, what is AEC? This is a free poll. Of your cell phone, you have laptop. If you like, for fun, you can just send a short message. The instruction is there. You can text to the if you raise this number, 614-2988-3481. Just text DRTQA to 614-2988-3481 to join. And then you text again the same number, either A and B, to answer the question. Are you aware of the formation of ASEAN Economic Community in 2015? So it's here where most of you are on your cell phone and you have free Wi-Fi, so just you like to participate in this poll. So can messaging, texting, or you can actually go onto the web. Call yourself to POLLEV.com and then oblique DRPQA to appear a website. So the proposal says the awareness of AEC is not very common. AEC, like I said, is a regional integration into multiple markets and production base by 2050. It is the combination of all 10 growing economies. You know that showing the list: Cambodia, Brunei, Myanmar, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia. So there's the whole 10 economies. Of course, we have Timor-Leste as well as Papua New Guinea as observers in the meantime, but we mentioned the Major. We have over 600 million population. Like one of the largest, right? Fourth largest we combined together after China and India. So it's kind of formidable union of population here. To combine GDP exceeding 2.4 trillion in 2013, and it's still growing and expanding middle class. As of end 2013, 70% of the measures. So what happens is that the AEC is this union, everybody comes together, but we have to form this block. We go together hand in hand. There will be free flow of labor, capital, investment. And of course, to do that, every country must agree to meet certain requirements, certain measures that we met. End of 2013, almost 80% of the measures were met. So right now in 2015, the last time we checked, it's about 80% of all the measurables are met. Lots of measurables are like tariffs that can be removed. What is difficult is the non-tariff barriers, things that are protectionist. For example, in Indonesia, there are controls in terms of what you can do on the mining activities, or you can, in Thailand, there are subsidies to the sugar farmers. So that type of non-tariff measures are more difficult to break down because of food security, for example. But suffice to say, the whole region is moving towards this integration. Services and manufacturing, it has completion, we're already seeing an increase in foreign direct investments, especially into the services and manufacturing sector, both in Malaysia as well as in Thailand. In fact, it's been thought that because of this integration, key markets will benefit from manufacturing in Thailand, automobile, Malaysia as well, because of where you are in position, will likely benefit from some of this regionalization to manufacturing, as well as pharmaceuticals. Both Singapore and Malaysia will benefit from integration. The regional financial markets as well has deepened. And here we look at, again, the amount of money that's been invested into the region since right now, while the stock exchange, other than Singapore, Thailand, and Malaysia, the other stock exchange has not come together as a single platform where you can trade shares from one country to another. So that's slower to pick up, but suffice to say, there's a platform there to encourage global capital and intra-regional investment across ASEAN is rising and will start. And if you look at using Singapore's trading partners as a benchmark, I use it because as a barometer of integration of the region, you find that Singapore's trading partners have shifted in favor of ASEAN, growing 27 as the rest of ASEAN over time, 2025 from 26 to 27, showing that integration is going ahead. And with further integration of the region, you can expect this trade to rise even further. And if you look at from the Southeast Asia perspective, the level of import and export using Singapore as a benchmark parameter, again in terms of value, the level of trade between Singapore and Southeast Asia has risen over time ahead of the GEC, or ahead of this AEC formation. The corporates are very positive about the AEC. Corporates meaning banks, manufacturing unions have opened several centers, not just Singapore, but in Thailand as well. Training centers, distribution centers in Thailand. Likewise, BSAF expanded their production in Thailand ahead of the AEC formation. Other things that's happening regionally, some of the training centers is happening already right now. Other banks. So in the interest of time, keep this up here. So Kuala Lumpur and Singapore, I think, both as commercial gateways, likely to benefit, especially on the back of this regional trade line that's going to happen. Right? First of all, the MRT line that connects between Singapore and Johor is 2018, set to happen in about 2 years' time, will improve connectivity between Singapore with Johor. And already we're seeing an outflow of population into Eastern Java. There's also Malaysians, Johorians who work in Singapore are now moving back home to Johor and commuting. Because those who work nearer to the wrong area is much easier. We work in the CBD area, it's not attractive. But with the connectivity with the regional line, as well as with the MRT line, we expect a lot more out-migration of Singaporeans and Malaysians living in Singapore into Johor as lower cost of living. As many of you know, the cost of living of housing is very high, and it's to a point where I think it doesn't make economic sense if you compare to other cities. Now, the number of companies listed as SGS has grown in Singapore, a foreign company, that shows the connectivity again ahead of the regional formation. And as a commercial gateway, it's likely to see demand rise, these modern services. And some of these firms, like legal firms, have already set up ASEAN desk. And according to a survey, 80% of workers in the region will want to work in Singapore after the formation of AEC. And I believe that connectivity is as a result of the high-speed rail between KL and Singapore eventually will be mutually beneficial. You're going to see, of course, naturally you're going to see a rebalancing of labor costs between Singapore and Malaysia. and firms as well. At the end of the day, it depends very much on two key things: the cost benefits between the two countries in terms of the cost comparison, and their labor wages as well. These are the key factors that will shape things to come going forward. So, if you've fallen asleep, wake up. So this is just a quick snapshot to review. Asia is a very mixed bag of countries and regions that are coming together to form a union, an economic union in 2015. But meanwhile, whether we form a union or not, meanwhile, there is strong commercial gains in the brand in the market, driven really by domestic demand. And I'm positive over this short-term period, demand likely to sustain because of demographics, young population, high middle income, rising income that support this consumption. And with the formation of AHC over the next few years, I think the future for ASEAN as a whole is quite positive. So with that, what's holding me back between you and your lunch is me, really. So I'll get back to your sensibilities.